So how do you begin to rebuild? That was the question that many people in Mazomanie were asking 7 years ago after being devastated by a once-in-a-500-year flood. Today, with some of that rebuilding done, officials are highlighting how the community is looking to keep that rebuilding sustainable.
It was an early morning call from our Director of Public Works, Mark Geisler, and he's also our fire chief, saying, you better get down here, there's a lot of water coming.
That was 7 years ago, but now?
And there's still a lot of trauma left in the village on a lesser scale, but anytime people talk about flooding, their ears perk up.
Mazomanie is a community rebuilding after floods devastated the village in 2018.
So there was a desire to deal with the flooding, but to do it in a way that also respected the natural value.
That includes quote-unquote green infrastructure.
Using plants and the soils to deal with that water instead of just, concrete.
If there's another 500-year flood, the landscape can just handle that volume of water better. Local officials did what's called re-meandering the Black Earth Creek, creating a bigger floodplain, which means less water in people's homes.
In 2018, with the flooding that we saw in Madison, we realized that we can take measures upstream to try to prevent that type of flooding from happening again.
And already it's starting to make a difference.
We just finished that project a few years ago, and we've noticed an increase in how well the water flows through the village and not backing up and pooling like it had been in the past.
Reporting in Mazomanie, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Will. Local officials were touring Mazomanie as part of a flood insurance awareness week. For residents wondering if they're in a flood zone, you can go to the FEMA website and enter their address. That is easy to find in this story online at channel3000.com.